Hej wszystkim, witam Was bardzo serdecznie, jestem Paulinę Kozień i dzisiaj mam zaszczyt przeprowadzić rozmowę z niezwykłym gościem, z niezwykłą gościnią, niesamowitą dziennikarką, Wasilisą Stepanenko. Hey, it's very nice to meet you. I really admire you. So, we are a students' television, students' newspaper also. We learn our profession, we practice. We could say that not so long ago, you too were in our shoes. From today's perspective, how do you perceive the beginnings of your journalistic journey?
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be there today with you, with your students. It's so important for me to share my experience because, yeah, as you said, like I just finished my university and I'm feeling like I'm you. But the only thing that the war came to my home, yeah, and at first, like when I just started studying in my university in Kharkiv, at the beginning I already decided to start working, and I went to the local TV station in Kharkiv, that is my hometown, and started working as a reporter. It was really hard because I didn't have experience, but I really wanted to work, and I did everything that I can for working, because I even remember that at first my editor told me that, oh, you did not good work, but I think that you can do better. So it really motivated me. And then the months before full-scale invasion, I started working with the international agency Associated Press. With the team of videographer Mstislav Chernov and photographer laureatka. And together we went to Mariupol on the 23rd of February, and then war started. And we covered the siege of the city for 20 days. We covered all these war crimes, we covered the situation that happened every day, how children died, people died, how medics worked, the bombardment of maternity hospital, mass graves. And I never expected as a young person, as a young journalist, that I will become a war correspondent. But war came to my home, and I just made this decision to continue doing what I'm doing. As a journalist, I had this mission that I need to give Ukrainian people voice, and I need to give the world the information about war in Ukraine and what is going on every day. And it was a real disaster, and I really didn't know that I will survive after Mariupol and after all this bombardment. But luckily we went out from Mariupol after 20 days, and we took 30 hours of video from the siege through 16 Russian checkpoints, and now we have the movie 20 Days in Mariupol that all people around the world can see and understand what's going on in Ukraine every day, because every day people dying. And for me, like as a young journalist, it's like my mission, everyday mission, that I need to work, I need to cover, I need to give voice. And like I'm continue working every day. Even now I just came from Ukraine, and I was in Rzuca village, it's in Kharkiv region, where a Russian missile killed 50 people, more than 50 people. So I'm on duty every day, and yeah, it's hard, but we are journalists and it's our mission. So life changed a lot, but we continue doing what we do.
How to deal with this emotion? How can you take care about yourself, about your mental health in this situation?
Personally, it's really hard, because this is a war in your home, and every day your people die, and every day you can die, and no, everyone is in danger, because every day we are going through missile attacks, through drone attacks, and a lot of things. And I come into all places of attack. I'm shooting the aftermath of this, and I'm seeing this like injured people every day, killed children, and this terrible thing that I never expected I will see in my life. But as a journalist, I understand that now is one of the most important moments in my life, because war came to my home, and I need to work every day. And then after we are publishing these stories, I always receive the messages from people like, thank you for telling this, thank you so much that you were with us, that you're near us, and thanks for all journalists that they covering this and that the world can see what's going on in Ukraine. That's why it's helping me to be strong and do something every day, because otherwise I think that I just, if I had no work and this mission, I even can't imagine what would happen to me, because it's really sad when you're losing your friends every day, when you're losing your home, your loved ones, when your family is really far. But work really helped me to be strong and continue doing what I'm doing.
How have your emotions changed after being there so many times? It is easier to be there, or no?
I think, like, sometimes I can feel that I lost all feelings. Like I can feel that my heart is like a stone, and I can't feel nothing because there are so many deaths. I never attend so many funerals in my life. It's like everyday funeral of the soldiers who are just also civilian people who were like just came to army when war started. This is funerals of children, of people, of your friends, and this is really, really hard. So, and when you are going through this every day, you can feel that your feelings become so less and less strong. And sometimes I can feel, yes, that my heart is a stone. But then I meet in really nice people who are also supporting you, and just coming to the place, you understand that this family lost their loved ones, but they're hugging you, they saying you thank you that you came to us, that you covered, and thank you that you are together with us, that we are not alone. This is helping me to like feel emotions one more time, and to feel these people and continue doing our journalism mission. So this is really important, the support of people you are, stories you're covering.
Do you miss the years that were simple? Are you missing carefree? You travel a lot around the world, you perform, you see people like you in your age. Do you ever want to swap places with them?
Yes, I can say that I really missing this good time that was before the war. We all had the happy life, and I was like a young person, really liked visiting parties, wearing dress, wearing good clothes, like doing photo session. I had the hobby modeling. These beautiful scenes, good scenes. I like travel the world just for vacations, see new scenes, making new friends. But now everything changed. You know, I even can't remember when I wear the dress last time. So I changed my dress to the helmet and vest, and now it's my reality. I can say that yeah, that I'm missing this, but. It's really great that young people around the world are safe, and when I'm traveling between my work, I can say that I'm really happy of these people, that they have the freedom, that they're happy, that they can have this opportunity to study, to travel, to have fun, to have parties. But now, like in Ukraine, young people, they either in the front line, either they are volunteers, journalists, medics, they are all really young people. Even when we were in Mariupol hospital, we lived in Mariupol hospital under the siege of Mariupol, and I remember like a lot of young doctors who is like 20, 21, 22, 23, and they just try to save the lives of the people. And I hope that war in Ukraine will finish, and all people, young people, will continue having fun, having normal years, not like this. But now young people are doing our country stronger, and doing Ukraine really free and independent. And this is so important that we are now all doing the one thing, helping people.
Are you still thinking about the war when you are outside Ukraine? Can you get away from it for a moment?
I think war always in my mind. Always in my mind. I cannot think about this. Even this morning I woke up, I saw in the Telegram channels that my hometown was attacked by drones. And every day it's attack, missiles, air alarm, and people die. And I'm really sad. You can't not think about this. You all time thinking about the war. And there were no moment, I think, since the start of the full-scale invasion that I didn't think about the war. You're like living in this. But it's not normal. I think when I'm abroad and can see the normal life, this is like it should be. People should be happy, free, safe. They shouldn't be on the war. But this is problem of, I think, every Ukrainian now, like, because every one of us has their experience. Many people lost their homes, their loved ones, lost their children. It's the worst, and it's really hard to continue living with this.
What was your childhood like? What from those years made you such a strong person?
Oh, my childhood. I remember that I always wanted to be a journalist. Even I was a small girl, I remember that every week we had a family dinner, and I came to my family and I stayed in the table and, okay, now I will give you all news that I saw on this week. And they like, news? And I started talking about politics and these things, and they like, why she is interested in it? She is so small. And then, like, I'm becoming older and older, and at the end of my school, I decided really clear that I wanted to be a journalist, because I think that journalists can change this world, can make it better, and can help the people and fight for human rights. This is the most important thing for me, and it makes me feel that I can change something, and it feels like even I'm in the war, I'm not scared, because I'm doing my work, and I wanna show the world the truth, and I'm doing all right things, and that's why it makes me feel stronger and better. But my childhood was really like good. I was just a normal kid, I think, and have friends, had fun, played games and toys in the yard near my house. And my school was also really good, I remember. And my favorite lesson was English and history.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever imagined your career in a similar way?
No, I didn't imagine, because when I studied journalism, it was like social and culture journalism. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to cover the culture events. Also, it was really important to me to cover social topics. One of them was disabled children. I really wanted to fight for their rights, to have new rehabilitation centers in Ukraine for these children with rare diseases. And I worked on this a lot. But I never expected that I will become a war correspondent. War just came to me, and then as a journalist, I just continued doing what I did. I just changed my lifestyle, and now my life changed like at all. And now I think that I will continue doing this, and maybe if even war in Ukraine will finish, I hope, I think I will go to different war and conflict zone to help people, to let them, give them voices and give their information, clear information to the people around the world.
You produce films. Why this particular form of communication?
Now I'm working as a video journalist, so I'm camera woman. And every day I'm producing films for news, like covering news in Ukraine, like if something is happening, or some like officials coming to Ukraine, or it's just like small humanity stories about families who lost something, and also I'm working in the front line with the military, so there is different kind of work. But after the siege of Mariupol, when we left, we took out more than 30 hours of video, and we did the film in 20 days in Mariupol. And this is a really important format. It's a documentary, because we were really scared that all these videos, photos that we did will disappear, in this informational ocean that we have in the world. That's why we really wanted to fix this, to make something bigger, to put it in the history forever, like that future generation could see this film and understand what happened in Ukraine, what happened in Mariupol, what happened with the people, and I think this is really important. Now this film could see all people around the world. We had the screening in United States, in Europe, in Ukraine, and I think it will help to not forget about these war crimes, about these humanity crimes, and of course people will not forget about the stories of people who died, and I think it will give the memory for them forever, I hope.
What is Ukraine, the people of Ukraine, in your eyes?
I think that Ukrainians are really brave. War came to our home, and now we can see how people react to this. People become really close to each other. Ukrainians trying to help each other in the most difficult situations. Like if someone in a bad position, the second person will come to you and help you. This is amazing, and we can see a lot of volunteers, a lot of soldiers who were civilians before full-scale invasion. It was like a young men, and girls, just the students, or had just civilians work, and then they decided to go to defend and to save their home. This is really inspiring. And also young medics, young firefighters, a lot of people supporting each other. This is really amazing. So I think that Ukrainians, they're really brave and inspiring people, and I'm really lucky to have this possibility being near them and cover the story about them and about this brave decision that they do through this horror war.
Mm-hmm. How do you look at the world after what you experience? Is it still beautiful in its own way, or do you see only evil, pain, and the worst things?
After war will finish.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that war will finish soon, and I can see that Ukraine will be a happy, free, and independent country, European country like the Poland. I hope, because Ukrainians really want to build a better life. They want to live their best, happy life and make everything better. And I really hope that all the sins will finish, but it's also really important not to forget about the things happened and about these people who died, because there are thousands of people died, and this is so important. But I think that I see the better future and really happy future for Ukraine.
Do you believe in God, higher power? It is changed after the war?
God power?
God, higher power, something like that?
I think I will never be the person that I was before. I become older, much older. Even I met the person and she asked me how old are you? I'm I'm 23. She said, I saw that you're a young woman, but then I saw your eyes and you have the eyes like a 40 years old woman.
It's true.
Yeah. So I think eyes showing the truth, and I understand that I become much older. I'm feeling like I'm really, really old now, and I think I will never become the same. And it will be hard to me, I think, to have this normal things that making us happy and making our life better. But I hope that maybe after the war, later, I will feel happiness one more time, because I didn't feel this feelings for a long time.
Okay. What is life like on the front? Is still fear and struggle, or there are moments when you, the people, the soldiers, try to live normally, spend time together, laugh, talk?
The situation in the front line is really hard. Yeah, like Ukrainian soldiers fighting every day really hard. They're sitting in the trenches for months, and sometimes they have not enough ammunition and not enough shells and not enough weapons. And they're losing their friends on the front line. This is really sad, and this is the hardest thing for them, you know. Like even when we are working and interviewing them, they can't say something about their friends without tears in their eyes, and this is so hard. But I think they never losing this optimism. They always trying to joke, trying to smile and support each other, and this is really warm. And people who are living near the front line, they don't want to leave their home. They always say that I'm at my home, and wherever will happen to me, I will stay there. I will stay at my home. And I think this is real, like, patriots of their land and their home, and always, even they're in really dangerous situation, but they all also want to find some optimism in this hard situation. And even we are coming to the places after attack, and we can see the damages, destructions, people still have some optimism. I don't know where is Ukrainians taking this, but I think while we can smile and joke with each other, even in the hardest situation, life is going on. And now I even can see that life came back to many cities and towns, like my hometown Kharkiv. When it was hard attacks in the beginning of the war, it was real hell and disaster. I remember this missiles attack every day, and it was even dangerous to walk on the street. I was really, I even can't visit my apartment because it was the front line. But now we can see that many people came back. Like coffee shops are working, that you can come and take some coffee, taking something, you can walk in the park. It's still very dangerous, but people, like, they're really trying to continue their life, to build something new, to rebuild the destructions, and this is also really inspiring. And I hope it will continue and continue, and when war will finish, Ukrainians will rebuild Ukraine, and it will be better than it was before the war.
Pulitzer is the most important journalism award. We all dream of it. You get it. What goes on in the head of such a young person who receives such a special appreciation?
You know, I never dreamed, I even never dreamed about this award. I never thought about this award. And when war started, we just did what we can do. Like, we just did our work every day. And I remember when I heard that we won the Pulitzer, I was really happy to hear the word Mariupol, because when they announced it, they announced like the Mariupol coverage, and I was so happy because I understood that people hear us, that world hear us, that world support us, and that they believe us. And it makes me feel much better, like, and give me more power to do my work every day, because I know that people waiting for our coverage, waiting for our voices, for the stories, and it makes me feel so proud of this, and it's really, really special. And as a young journalist, yeah, I think it made me feel more confident in what I'm doing, and gave me more power working and working and working. And I never thought about these awards, but if people think that is we deserve it, and if they choose us, it's so important for us, and we will do more and more as we can do.
Do you feel fame somehow?
No, I think no. Like maybe before the war, when I was interested in this culture journalism and modeling, I thought about this, like maybe it's interesting, yeah, to be in this like, I don't know, in the circles with the famous people or something. But now it doesn't mean it's not important for me. Now for me the most important thing is the life, these people, and I'm not feeling that like I'm famous or something, and I really prefer that, I can say that I don't want this war happening. It's better that we never see this and there is no the stories like this. But war came to our home and we did what we can do. That's why I'm so happy that such words saying about the Ukrainian journalists who are working every day in the war zones, and many of us were just civilian journalists before, working on the different topics, not on war. But now everyone become a war correspondent in Ukraine. That's why thanks to the whole world for this support. This is so important. And if our story is inspiring someone, or so it's important, to receiving these awards and support from the different people and specialists.
What is your greatest love?
Greatest love?
Love.
Like before the war, I had a lot of hobbies and what I really like to do. I love to visiting concerts. I like the rock music. I like modeling, photographers. I liked fashion, clothes, theater. But now I think it's not a good time for this. Now there is different values. Now you're thinking about how to survive, how to do your work good, how not to give up, how to support people around you, how to keep connection with your family. So it's different things, and I think it's not a good time for this. But I'm trying to do some things to have some rest, I don't know, to see the movie, to walk in the good places, sometimes to buy something new for me, like some beautiful clothes or something that makes me feel a little bit better. Or like makeup, I like makeup.
So you don't forget about yourself?
Of course, I think it's important.
Yeah.
And even I remember a lot of jokes from the beginning of the war when everything closed. Like it's a disaster, air strikes and everything. But there were some women who did nails in a basement. And you always can find a woman who can do your nails in a basement and you still looking pretty.
Yeah.
And even something will happen to you, at least you will be pretty. That's why I'm taking care of this. It makes me feel alive, and that I'm not only war correspondent, I'm also woman.
Yes, yes, it's important.
Yeah, important to feel to feel like a woman.
Yeah, of course. Will you be with the Ukrainians in the war until the end of the war? You will be there until the war will be end, or you have a moment when you want to stop making this job?
Yeah, I will be in Ukraine till the end, I hope. Because every day we're in dangerous situations. I don't know how it will be tomorrow, or because a lot of Ukrainian journalists and international journalists died in Ukraine. We had more than 50 who died, unfortunately, and I understand that it could happen. But I hope that I will have chance to be in Ukraine with Ukrainians till the end, and I hope that war will finish soon. And then I will have opportunity to help more people around the world and give them voices, I hope. Because like international journalism is so interesting. It's like adventure, Even you're working in this war conflict zone, but it's always something new. There is different stories and different challenges for you, like a specialist, because you are learning something new every day. And from the professional side, and also from the human side, going through all these hard stories, and this is also important and interesting.
How do you imagine your world after the war?
I hope that it will be really happy, bright life, that all destruction will be rebuilt, that people will be in a safe place, that everyone will be able to come back to their homes, because now a lot of territories are occupied and many people can't come back to their homes. I hope that they will come back homes, and I hope that I will cover this as a journalist. I think that Ukraine will be independent and free country and modern country with and people will become stronger after this, and we will have really strong and free community, and this is really, really important.
I wish you all these positive things. Thank you for the conversation. Dziękujemy bardzo za uwagę. To był wywiad z niesamowitym gościem, ze zwyciężenią Pulitzera, z super dziennikarką i odważnym człowiekiem. Dziękujemy Wam bardzo za uwagę.